Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So first I'm going to be priming my eyelids. I'm using my Naked Skin Concealer and then I'm just going to blend that out. I did realize I put a little too much, so I'm just going to continuously blend that even though it looks a little crazy. And then I'm going to set that with a powder. It doesn't matter what kind of powder you use, just any kind. We just don't want any creasing and we want to be able to blend that out very well. So I'm taking the Morphe 350 palette with a transition shade, and then I forgot to, I'm gonna want a sharp defined cat eye type look. So I'm just taking some ordinary Scotch tape and then I put it on the back of my hand first so it's not too sticky on my skin. And then to do that, you just want to follow your bottom lash line up, kind of as if you're doing a wing. But anyways, so I'm just blending that transitional shade that I picked up from the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm blending that all over the upper crease. Then I'm going to take, it's kind of like a lighter peachy, orangey, burnt shade. I don't know, it looks kind of different on the camera, but I'm taking a smaller blending brush to blend that all over the crease just under that transition shade, and then I'm going back in with a bigger fluffier brush and of course blending all of that out as usual. Then I'm going to go in with a darker burnt orangey shade excuse me. And then I'm just going to go over that. It's not much of a difference, like it doesn't really look like I'm doing anything, but in the end it does all come together because it does kind of deepen up the crease and just adds dimension. Again, going in with that fluffier brush and blending it out. So then I'm gonna, oh sorry, I almost dropped that. I'm gonna take kind of like a browny, darky, coppery shade, and I'm taking a really small blending brush and I'm just going in the outer corner and then up kind of into the crease with that, and of course going in again, blending it out. Then I'm going to go in with a darker chocolate brown, again taking that super small blending brush. I don't really know what this brush is called, I should probably figure that out. But I'm just mainly focusing that on the outer corner. I do bring it up a little bit, but it's just mainly focused on the outer corner. And then again, going in, blending. I don't think I really need to keep repeating myself, but I will. And then I just went back in again after I blended that out, just to kind of darken it up. I wasn't happy with how it looked. I wanted it to be darker and more defined. But that's okay, it'll come together. So then I'm taking the NYX primer. It's a glitter glue, but I mean I'm not using a loose glitter, but it just helped make the eyeshadow that I did use kind of pop more, which I went in with a gold from the Morphe 350 palette. You can use any type of gold. This one is more of a dark brown gold. But any gold will do. And I'm just packing that all over the lid. I do stop kind of like on the beginning of the outer corner. I don't go all the way over the lid because I don't want to completely cover that dark brown. And then I did take a lighter gold shade and just popped it on the center of the lid just to give it more of a pop and kind of brighten it up, because the gold that I used was pretty dark. So then of course I'm going in again with my blending brush and just blending that all together. And then I go in with my fluffier brush and blend it even more. So now I'm using the NYX liquid liner to do my wing. And I love this liner for wings and just all over liner. I used to just strictly be what one is it? The Maybelline liner. It's in the pot, and I was like obsessed with that, but for some reason I cannot do a wing using that liner, and I've just found it easier to use a liquid liner for me to do a wing. So if you do have trouble doing wings, try a liquid liner if you haven't already, because it actually does make a really big difference. And also with this tape right here, you can be as messy as possible, because as you can see when I pull it off, it is very sharp, and we will just wipe away all of that excess eyeshadow. You don't realize how much eyeshadow actually falls down onto your face until you do put tape there, and then you take it off and you see all of this eyeshadow all over your face. So then I am, of course, priming my face using the Nivea Post Men Shave Balm. I don't know if I said that right, but you know what I'm talking about. And then I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I used the matte and poreless one, and I actually really like this foundation. I only used it one time when I bought it a couple months ago, and for some reason, I don't know why, I don't think I liked it. Maybe it's the Nivea primer that I used that made me like it more, I don't know, but I do remember I used it once and I was just not a fan of it. But when I used it in this tutorial, I was really digging it. So I'm gonna use this a couple more times and see how it works out. And if it's not exactly my shade, don't mind that. Like I said, I got it a couple months ago, so my skin tone probably has changed a bit. Then I'm going in again with my Naked Skin Concealer, and I am concealing my eyeballs. Just kidding, under my eyes. Get rid of those dark circles. And then I also put some on my chin and some on my forehead just to kind of even out that lighter tone, so it's not just like starky light under my eyes only. And then I am, of course, setting that with a powder. I used my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, the banana shade, because, you know, I can't get enough of it. Then I am going in with the, what am I using? The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder, which I can't get enough of. I'm obsessed with it. And I'm just using a big fluffy brush. This one's from Morphe. And at this point, I was looking at myself and I was like, why do I look so weird? And I realized I forgot eyelashes. So I did put on eyelashes off camera. And I also put some eyeliner in my waterline and just buffed that out with a dark brown shade. Now I am going in and bronzing. I'm not really contouring. I mean, I'm not completely bronzing, but I'm not contouring. I don't know really how to explain it, but I really like this lately, not doing a super sharp contour. I don't know, it's a lot more seamless and easy to me. And then I, of course, contour my jawline and my forehead, kind of even out that bronzer. Just any, you know, the outside of your face is what's best to contour. And then I'm going in with my blush. I think I want to say I used the NYX blush palette, and if I did, you should praise me for not using MAC Melba. And then, of course, I am highlighting. I'm using the Anastasia That Glow Kit, and I used the shade Bubbly, and I packed on the highlight. I wanted to be super glowy today. And it sucks because I feel like the camera doesn't pick up. My highlight was like super intense, and I just feel like the camera doesn't really pick it up. It sucks. Anyways, now I'm highlighting the inner corner of my eye. I'm still using the Anastasia That Glow Kit, but I used Pearl, which is like a yellowy highlight shade. And now I'm brushing my brows out and filling them in. I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade as always, and I am currently in the shade Dark Brown. I think this shade matches pretty well. I might play around and change it up soon if I change my hair color, but for now, this has been my go-to shade for like a year now. So I'm just, you know, filling in the brows. Gotta get them brows on fleek, girl. And, you know, gotta do my one brow is done almost dance. You know what I did notice when I put my concealer on, you know, in the beginning of this video, or when I was doing my concealer, I do every single time, I do like a little concealer dance, like, and it's the same kind of dance every time. Or it's like, I don't really know if it's a dance, but it's like a facial expression I make, and I just realized that. So maybe that's like my signature move. Anyways, now I'm filling in my other brow, and then I took some foundation with a concealer brush, and I'm just cleaning that up. And yes, I do use foundation to clean it up because I don't like using concealer because it's just super light underneath there. Anyways, now I'm putting some clear brow gel. I use the MAC clear brow gel, and then I'm popping on some NYX liquid lipstick. I use the shade London, which I am obsessed with. It goes with absolutely any look, and it looks great on anyone. It's kind of like a peachy, orangey tone. I don't know. It's the perfect nude. And that is it. I am complete with this look. That didn't make sense, but you get what I'm saying. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
My girl got a Chanel and Prada habit, everything automatic, but I know what matters. Most sprays. I used to be a dog, but it's no more strays. In a way that I ball and you know more fades.